Good afternoon, everyone. The biggest story in e-commerce and in supply chain management globally is Amazon's efforts to work directly with China factories and to cut out everybody in the middle. Fulfillment by Amazon is Amazon's program by which products are stored in Amazon warehouses and then are delivered to Amazon customers around the world. And Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, is how hundreds of thousands of merchants around the world outsource their logistics and warehousing operations to Amazon. Fulfillment by Amazon is already the world leader in efficiency and speed and price. If you are a logistics director or a warehouse manager and you compare your cost to serve against Amazon's FBA, you're going to see a lot of bad news. Amazon owns the logistics chain, all of it, from the factory's back doors here in Asia all the way to the customer's front doors in North America, Europe, Latin America, and Australia. Amazon has their own ships. They have their own planes. They have their own branded shipping containers that are specially made just for them. They have their own fleet of trucks. And inside these Amazon FBA giant warehouses, they have thousands of robots zipping around, sorting, stacking, picking, loading. And so if you are a manager in this business and you think your costs are better than Amazon's, you probably need to do your math again. If you're serving a small local market, I can see it. If you have a production center and a localized customers, it's possible. But if your customer service model involves shipping to customers in other states, let alone countries, Amazon's got you beat. So if you imagine an executive at a factory in Asia, what are his challenges if he's running a factory in China here? Well, he doesn't have any good contacts abroad where most of his customers are. He might make a good product for a very good price here in China, but nobody knows about it. He doesn't have distributorships set up overseas. He doesn't have contractual relationships with chains of retail stores that he can get into. He doesn't have people on staff maybe who speak English at a fluent level or who can design websites that can be search engine optimized for overseas buyers to find him. And even then, if he did those things, overseas customers will probably be reluctant to buy from him because he's over here and the customers are over there. But Amazon solves every one of those problems for them. Amazon is a search engine that's powered by their artificial intelligence system. Amazon is the branding portal. Amazon is the guarantor of the quality of the merchandise. Amazon is the banking. Amazon is the one-click purchase. Amazon is also available not only in English, but in any language where the customers are. So working with Amazon is a dream come true for these China factories. So Amazon's ambition is growth. And what they've realized is that they can cut out everybody in the middle between the factory and the customer's front door and keep all that profits for themselves. So there's several industries here who are already in big trouble by this collaboration now between Amazon and China factories. Amazon stores are going to be the first ones to go. So there are hundreds of thousands of these stores that simply find a product coming from an Asian factory where they can mark up the price a lot and sell them to Americans or Europeans at a nice profit. And so they take the products, they ship them to an Amazon FBA, they list them on Amazon.com. Then when the orders come in on Amazon, an Amazon robot puts it into an Amazon box, which gets put on an Amazon truck and delivered to an Amazon customer. If you think about that whole process, you realize whose customer this is. It's not yours, it's not the stores, it's Amazon. They didn't go to Amazon.com looking for your store. They went to Amazon looking for the products that your store has. So from now on, Amazon is just going to go around you completely. Amazon and the factories have figured hundreds of thousands of these online stores are making profits that should go to us instead. And so from now on, they will. The next industry that's in trouble are shipping companies and freight forwarders, brokers, and even the financiers, everybody who's in the middle, anybody who's in between. Back in 2013, over 10 years ago, Amazon was already working on this. Bloomberg got their hands on an internal document, which I'll link to below, which detailed comprehensively Amazon's plans to completely take over the shipping industry. So again, if you're the director or executive of a Chinese factory, already working with Amazon is a no-brainer. They are the search portal, they are the advertising medium, they're the banking, and now they're the shipping and freight forwarder. You can press a button and Amazon will take care of every single thing you have to do to sell your product in the developed world. Forbes had a good piece on it, which I'll link to below, whereby factory managers can very easily use the Amazon app to press a button and schedule all the deliveries. Not only is Amazon the only point of contact they need to do all the merchandising and branding and banking and customer service, but they're also now the freight forwarder and shipping, which means you no longer need the guy in Shanghai to do outbound shipments. You don't need the guy in Tokyo who finances the whole thing. You don't need port operations in the United States or in Rotterdam to handle inbound deliveries. You can do it all right there at the press of a button, and it's going to disrupt everything and everybody in between. Thanks for listening. Be good.